frankly, I don't care about people's consent. I'm not going to, what's the word, where you put those fuzzy things on people's photos so that you can't identify them. But after what's happened to me at uni, I don't really care about other people's ethics and consent. All I'm going to say is, for any other people out there who are also, and when I say other people, I mean probably the rare few, like if you are feeling like obviously just completely alien in environments like this, because of, you know, just it's not the norm. You know, everybody else looks normal, is normal, they can go shopping, be carefree, the kids are there's pregnant people walking around, you know, there's like everyone has clear skin, everyone's got 2 arms, 2 legs, everyone's got a mother with 2 eyes. No one's walking around with an elderly father who falls over and bloodies his nose, and then instead of going on a nice shopping trip, you have to go to the hospital emergency department because your elderly father has decided to fall over and break his nose when you're supposed to be taken out on a nice shopping trip with your older sister and your mother. Every time I come to the Trafford Centre, I don't come here to shop. I come here to try and de-traumatise myself. I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't even know if psychologically you can de-traumatise yourself. But I try anyway. It's been an experiment ongoing. I can honestly say to this day, in July 2025, I don't feel any less traumatised. I look around and the self-hatred, the self-pity even feels worse and worse and worse because everybody else is, clear skinned. Like, the parents aren't disabled. Like, the children are completely fine. I'm not saying everyone has it easy because I'm sure I don't know what else is going on in their lives. I don't know any of these people. They might not be here as frequently as I come here, but I feel incredibly outcast, the long-term unemployment, the disease, the chronic disease, the fatigue. I'm pretty sure there's people in here who are unemployed but are relying on their husbands and or their wives or their children or benefits or whatever else, and they're absolutely happy to do that. They have no shame in doing that. I'm not one of those people. I'm a bit like that where I'm literally walking around talking to myself, but at least this time I'm trying to do it as like a vlog. But long story short, my battery is now 15%. I don't have any means to charge it. I don't fancy sitting in a cafe because even if I get a decaf, I don't want to get a coffee. I hate the ethnicity I am. I hate the appearance I am. I was very, very, very tempted to see. I would never, ever, ever in my life, no matter what. But to each their own. I'm very, very tempted to get some, even though I don't have an appetite. It's weird. I have this urgency to want to buy like food and coffee and things like that, but I'm not going to. But the point I wanted to make was, I to this day still haven't de-traumatised myself from that horrid. I can't remember exactly how old I was. I want to say about 8 years old, and my elderly father drove me from Preston to Manchester with my one-eyed mother and my elder sister, and I can't remember what time of the day it was. I can't remember what day it was, what week it was, what month it was. I can't remember the exact time. I just know that he fell over. There used to be Marks and Spencer at the time, so if the Trafford Centre staff can maybe guide me, I don't know. Maybe they even have something on their archives about an elderly Asian man falling over and bloodying his nose. I can't remember if anyone helped him. I don't know if any sort of... I don't know what happened. All I remember is we left my dad in like the Marks and Spencers. Oh yeah, there is a Marks and Spencers, but I'm literally scared. Sorry, but I don't think it was up here. Anyway, we left him for about maybe 5-10 minutes, and we come back and he'd fallen over. Bear in mind, my dad had a metal kneecap and he used to walk with a walking stick. And I used to be like an unpaid carer, essentially, or maybe just a decent daughter, I don't know. And he fell over and he bloodied his nose, and I remember how harrowing it was to see this elderly, frail man. He was trying his best not to show emotion, but my sister and I were crying. I can't remember if my mum was crying or not. And then, it just ruined the whole shopping trip, and then I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there used to be a Disney store at that time. I can't remember, but yeah, every time I come here, the trauma has just not gone away. And I wish I knew how to take away not just that trauma. I have thousands, and I'm not joking when I say thousands of traumas: the bullying, the abuse, the racism, like things that have happened in this region, in other regions. Can someone just please help me? This is a genuine cry for help. I know there's going to be people out there who go, you know, shut the fuck up, no one gives a shit, who do you think you are, people go through worse than you, blah, 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 blah. This is not for you. This message is for those who might be able to empathise. And I genuinely am asking, how do I get over this horrific trauma of my now deceased elderly father? One of the only memories I have of him is how he fell over, and he used to have a lot of falls and accidents. But I remember specifically in this building, in the Trafford Centre in Manchester, when I was, still before I was a teenager. He brought us, and he used to drive an automatic car, and he brought us here, bless his heart. He kindly went out of his way to bring my sister, my mother and I here. And he fell over, and I just feel like, I know he probably didn't intend to do that, but I just think, why am I so cursed? Like, I look around at all these families, you've got pregnant people walking, you've got children, babies, they're cute, they're clear skin, they're just, they're walking around at this like gentle, carefree pace, and I just can't relate. Like, obviously not just the fact that I have to be fully dressed, I'm not a Muslim, but I have to be fully dressed, which I don't mind. I love being fully dressed. I like being fully dressed. But I mean, in terms of summer and things like that, like I have the skin condition. And it's not just about how I can and can't dress, but it's more the fact of seeing that, this is how normal people's skin is. This is how a normal adult person's skin should look. So, I know that I'm never going to have certain sort of privileges, but it just, every time I come here, I just think about the fact that my dad fell over, and I wish I knew how to just forget about it. So please, I ask in the name of Jesus Christ, and to God, and to all the people who can hear this, can you please help me to forget about that ordeal that happened years ago? My dad's dead now. I should be dead by now, but unfortunately I'm not strong enough to commit suicide, hence I'm still here. But I ask respectfully, please, 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 can you tell me how to just completely forget about the fact that my now dead, father, who was already elderly when I was growing up, fell over, bloodied his nose, and it's just in my head. It's just in my head all the time. I want to forget about it because it's very traumatizing. But please, I ask, please help.